Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in you. My Siamese brother Benjamin.
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. The end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Let's go now.
Second and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently. Normally, he's pretty reliable and usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. third down, Jackson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again on first down. Chubb on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 48 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. And forced it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 9. Chubb on the and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
19 Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A run for Nick Chubb.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them on. And,
bro, no fucking way he didn't throw the ball.
I think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking left side, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 9.
Opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action now. Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Here's 2nd and 8. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all.
And a loose football. Room here to run. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 58 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Whoa.
Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going to get.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. we've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And again, it's Chubb. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, here it is. They got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop? And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Back to throw here. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. And, boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
This game is fucking terrible.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
One last shot for Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel